From the Tennessee Valley Weather Center, this is your evening weather update.
It's been a beautiful weather day across the Tennessee Valley on this Wednesday with just partly cloudy skies across the area. Here's a look at the Arctic Air Skycam network. Just some passing cumulus clouds here and there. No rain across the area, and rain chances don't return to the Tennessee Valley for at least the next 7 days. Satellite and radar composite showing the cold front that brought the weekend storm shifting on down to the south, well down toward the Gulf Coast. And we have high pressure centered over the southeastern United States. That's allowing clear conditions with that sinking air, that subsidence in the atmosphere, and that's going to lead to quiet weather here for the next several days. Again, maybe the next 7 to 10 days, no rain chances across the area here in southern Tennessee and North Alabama. Futurecast this evening, just a few clouds from time to time, getting out of the 80s back into the 70s this evening, into the 60s overnight, and I think we'll get down into the low to mid 60s for your morning lows, but just a few clouds here and there. But there may be some patchy areas of dense fog in the early morning hours toward daybreak after midnight, so be aware of that. A few clouds tomorrow as well. Otherwise, mostly sunny to partly cloudy. Highs in the low to mid 80s by the afternoon. Futurecast likely overdoing the shoals. Temperatures just a couple degrees tomorrow, just like it has been today. It kind of has a bias right there near some of those urban heat islands, but generally low to mid 80s across the area, falling back into the 70s early tomorrow evening, and we'll be in the 60s once again tomorrow night for your forecast lows as well. Weak cold front moves down into the area Thursday night and Friday. No rain along this, just reinforcing the drier air mass from the north, at least for a few more days, but then high pressure shifts off to the east of the area, and that gradually returns cloud cover to the area over the weekend. No rain chances still as the deeper Gulf moisture still stays closer to the Gulf Coast on into the first half of next week. Temperatures starting to go uphill as we head through the latter part of the week. Low to mid 80s tomorrow, mid to upper 80s Friday into Saturday, and then into the low to mid 90s as we head Sunday into the start of next week. We're watching the tropics very carefully. Have a few disturbances out there rolling off the east coast of Africa. We'll have to watch carefully. There's now a moderate chance of development for 2 different waves out here. Way too early to say where these may head, but no imminent threats to the United States from either of these for at least the next 7 to 10 days. What we are watching for the U.S. coastline is a low but increasing probability of maybe a tropical depression or a low-end tropical storm developing over the western Gulf of Mexico by early next week, moving toward the upper Mexican or lower Texas coast. Not expecting a big system out of this as of now, but maybe some beneficial rain for parts of central and southern Texas as we go into the first half of next week. No local impacts here across the Tennessee Valley. We'll have high pressure blocking us and keeping that system off to the south. Partly cloudy and mostly clear overnight. Patchy dense fog developing toward daybreak. Morning lows in the low to mid 60s, getting up into the low to mid 80s for daytime highs, with just a few clouds here and there across southern middle Tennessee for your Thursday. More of the same in northwest Alabama, partly sunny to mostly sunny. Highs here also in the middle 80s. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. Staying quiet for at least the next 7 days, mostly sunny to partly cloudy here. Highs generally in the mid 80s for the next couple days. Warming closer to the upper 80s and lower 90s over the weekend, and then generally in the low to mid 90s as we head through the first half of next week. There's the look at your latest 7-day forecast. I'll be back at 9 o'clock with another check of your local weather.